Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, man, you know this does not work without you guys. Man, I have been busting my ass all day long, all day, and I mean all day. Man, I'm trying to get the man cave together. Tomorrow's our first get together. I don't know how many people are actually coming over. I think, my wife had a bunch of people that she wants to bring over, her friends and stuff. So, with the girls coming over, everything in the house has got to look perfect. See, if it's just me and the guys, you don't even have to worry about cleaning the bathroom. It's okay because we're guys. But, look, see, when you have the ladies coming over to watch football, they're not really coming over to watch football. They're coming over to eat and gossip. But so you got to do things like this, okay? Wait. Let me show you. Like flowers. Yeah. So my wife said, well, what's on the menu? Honey, it's game day. Jobu wings, pulled pork, chili usually, but we're going to have gumbo instead. We're going to just change it up a little bit. Gumbo, right? And black and blue burgers. She said, whoa. That's all meat. Yeah. It's guys. It's caveman mentality, okay? You want meat, red meat. You want to eat meat. Because it's game day. Well, I think you need to have like something else, some chicken pasta, maybe some cut vegetables. Vegetables? It's game day. We eat meat. So, compromise. But anyway, so what we're doing tomorrow, got to have some of my pulled pork. Here's what's kind of funny. All the cooking that I did when we did the tailgate at FedEx Field, I didn't have time to eat. No time to eat. So it's kind of like, damn, I really wish I had some of that pulled pork, but it all went. So what I got over here, this is why I'm starting tonight, okay? Look at that. Bam! Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. We gonna barbecue some hogs. That's right. Probably the New York Giants gonna barbecue some hogs tomorrow too, because, well, somebody's fighting for the job. So anyway, when you barbecue these things, it's about 16 to 18 hours. So that's why I'm starting today. Today, friends. Now I need to get some wood chips. I've actually already got the smoker over here lit, but I need some charcoal and I need some wood. Now I got some of you guys that still don't like me because I use some propane, okay? But I got to tell you, the 400 people that came over and ate some of my barbecue and ate some of my wings, I didn't hear anybody say, oh no, I can't eat none because it's done with propane. Okay? Okay, King of the Hill. Nah, but see, actually, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's hot out here. It got hot. It was cool early part of the week. It's hot now. No, but actually this is good because, see, here's the thing. It's what, 6:30 right now? This thing's got to cook through the night. Tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I got to be ready for game day. We got 1 o'clock. We got Redskins and Giants. I got Rashid and his people are coming over and everything else. And, I got to make sure we got food ready for them and things. I got to get up first thing in the morning. First thing, don't sleep on the Dallas Cowboys report. Game day coffee. Got to get my reports in. I can't stay out here all day long making sure I got that wood stuff. So, propane is, no, but see, here's what's cool. The propane just keeps the heat consistent. It keeps it right there at 220. Not 221, not 219, but 220. Okay? Now you see over here? You see what I got over here? Look at this. Is that smoke? Is that smoke? Oh, yeah. See, I'm getting my wood chips and my charcoal that I put in there. Okay? And we're going to go ahead and get that in there so it'll smoke. So the great thing is I can kick back. I can relax. I can let the smoker do the work. and I can make sure you guys stay informed. Okay? Now, tell me that's not bad. Look at that. It's like a blow dryer on steroids. I bought it 2 years ago at Home Depot, and this is on low. You just set this up. I don't know how it works. It's just like you don't see any flames shoot out of it, but it's like hot air. You know, maybe kind of like those Giant fans when they're talking. But you turn that sucker on for about 5 minutes, and then we'll turn it up a little bit more to really get it blowing. Look at that. Woo! So I'm gonna get those cooking, and then I'm gonna grill some chicken for the chicken pasta. So we're gonna get these pork shoulders. I gotta let them kind of get to room temperature before we put them in there. Well, you know what? Here's the thing, my man, from New Orleans. Okay, now understand, there's more than one way to skin a cat, and there's more than one way to do a recipe. Okay, so what you can do, and I'm not saying that your way is wrong, and I'm not saying that my way is wrong. My way is the way I do it. See, I got myself like some Alaskan crab legs and some stone crabs. Well, thank you very much, Electric Cowboy Eli. I appreciate that. Hey, electrician, man, you can work with my son Michael. You know, we can always use another electrician. But I put my crab. I got some bay crabs. I got to pick them out tonight. So put some. Oh, we're gonna have black and blue burgers. That's our beef. So I'll have that fresh crab meat in there. I'll have those stone crab claws in there, along with those Alaskan crab legs and a couple of pounds of shrimp. And I got the southern sausage. So I'll get in there in the morning, you know, I'll start making my roux. It'll take about an hour to get that stuff into that deep, dark caramel look to it. You know, like I said, just try mine. If you don't like it, that's cool. But I'll tell you what, one of New Orleans' own, Demario Davis, he's actually had my shrimp and grits, and he said he will actually make a trip just here for my shrimp and grits. So he lives down there in New Orleans now. He's a Southern guy, and he will make a special trip just for mine. So I'll just leave it right there. So, woo! It's getting hot in here. I'm gonna take off all my clothes. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Fire. Yeah, Demario, he's cool people. He is really, really cool people. My wife is working with him. I actually saw him again this summer along with Josh Norman. Actually, Josh Norman, when he's not on a football field, is cool people too. No, I'm not taking Victor. I'm not Victor. Why are you asking me to take my clothes off? Victor, sometimes, man, sometimes. Do I do what kind of cakes? Praline cakes? Have I had, do I have? I've had some. I haven't made any. Norman is a fool, yeah. We don't do that. We don't do what? Where's Jobu's downstairs? Jobu, hey, he's getting his game day rest on. Tomorrow we release the Kraken in him. We gonna let him go off, okay? Tomorrow he gonna get blitzed with his rum. So let me get these holes in here. Now, see, for me, now here's the thing, guys. This is the best of both worlds doing it with the propane here. And the reason why I say this is this. Because I get my smoke. I get my smoke on, okay? And I get consistent temperature throughout. I just got to keep making sure about every couple hours I add some more wood to it. But you get a nice even cook. And I got this this company sent me Smartro sent me this thermometer, and I used it last time when we had all 12 of those pork shoulders. And what's cool about this, because here's my problem. This thing has 4 racks in there, okay? I had 107 pounds of pulled pork in there, pork shoulders. Problem was is they were a little bit crowded. You really don't want to put more than about 2 on a shelf. So the ones on the top were a different temperature than the one on the bottom. What's good about this is it gives me 2 thermometers in here, so that way I could check both ones, and it kept it nice and consistent. So I'll be using those. And the nice thing is it's got alarm when it's done. Trouble is we don't have them. Joseph, how are you doing? Joseph is actually, oh my goodness, I am so blessed. I got to tell you, I think it was Tony. I have to go back and message. I get the thing for you guys. It's easy for you guys because you guys. It's just you're talking to me. You see my face. You know I'm talking to Mark. I talk to so many of you. There's 173 of you guys on here right now, and it's hard to comment on every single person and everything else. I want to get to know everybody, but like Joseph Heatherly, he's done a lot of stuff to help the channel. He just did a $100 gift certificate prize and everything else. Hey Kathy, how are you doing? Can I come tomorrow? Well, Kathy, are you anywhere near Northern Virginia? Come on by. We're going to have plenty of food in here. So Joseph is actually coming to the East Coast over Christmas. And he's like, I want to come up. And so I was like, hey, come on up. I got a guest room. You can come up and stay, and we can go by, show you some of the museums. And he's a big Civil War guy. So I'm like, you're right in the heart of tons of battlefield. There's Antietam just up, in Maryland. There's 1st and 2nd Manassas over there. There's, of course, Petersburg, whole siege and everything else in the crater. You got, what am I saying? Shiloh. Not Shiloh. The Wilderness, Chancellorsville, Fredericksburg. There's battlefields everywhere. You can't help but hit a damn battlefield. So I'm like, I can take you around to some of these. And we can hang out and, of course, talk about the Cowboys. But this other person, I think his name is Tony. I've got to look back. But he got in contact with me, and he said, listen, I've got pictures and the roster from the 1973 Dallas Cowboys channel. He said the picture's a little bit damaged. I'm like, shit, it's almost as old as me. I'm damaged, so what do you expect? He said, I would like to donate it to you to put it into Cowboys Smithsonian. And that's what he's calling my man cave. And I was like, oh, man. It's like, dude, that's history. That's valuable. It's like, I don't do this because I'm looking for people to give stuff to me. And he's like, no, man. He said, you keep everybody informed about what's going on with the Dallas Cowboys. You make my day and everything else. I want to give this. I'm like, wow, that's just as cool as can be. And so I've been working on the man cave. It's kind of dust-free now. My wife, of course, with her friends coming over, had to dust and move everything. And I had to keep my eye on her. I had to keep watching because she's like, what's this? And I'm like, that's such and such, such and such, and I got that at such and such. Well, you don't need that, do you? Yes, I need that. It's just too much stuff. And it's like, look, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. You're not getting rid of any of my stuff. You're not getting rid of my stuff. She's like, it's just too much stuff. I said, listen, this is my space. My space. You don't have to be here. You got the rest of the house minus my workshop. This is cowboy heaven down here. Okay? She's like, okay. And I was like, put that back up. Put it back up. Put it back up. I'm watching you. Trying to get rid of my stuff. Man, what? She's like, you should see white spots on the wall, where there's not stuff. So you can put. It's like, wait. I don't need to add nothing. I got it now. Why do you want me to get rid of it to add some other stuff? Oh, here we go. Bad crow. Cowboys suck. Yeah, they sure do. The last 11 games, they're what, 10-1? They suck. They suck terribly. But you know what? If the Cowboys suck, what are the Eagles? Jump on the wagon, Brad. Much love in Arizona. Man, is it this hot in Arizona? It's so steamy today. I mean, it is just like, you see, look, I'm sweating like a pig out here. All your stuff gonna be, no, she's left. I got Michael down, like, Michael, you guard this shit with your life. Okay, so I gotta get this chicken on too. See, for me, game day isn't just game day. Game day starts well before. I've been out shopping from A to Z. I went shopping, getting all the stuff together. I've got my pasta already cooked over in there and all the vegetables chopped up for it. But hold on. Look. Woo! Look at that. Oh, let me turn the light on. There we go. Look at that. I got my gloves. Oh, that's not fog. That's smoke. That's smoke. For all you guys that say, you can't use propane, it's not real, you don't get this. That's smoke. That's smoke. Well, I tell you what, I'll get Bad Dog. Yeah. See, look at all that smoke. Hold on, wait. Look at that. See? That's smoke. So all you guys that are hating, try something new in life, okay? You might find out, well, damn, that should actually work pretty good. You know what? I ain't got to cut down all them trees now. Wow. I ain't got to stay there watching that fire for 24 hours. Look, that's smoke. See, I got some chicken breast in here that I got to cook. Look at that. Woo! I got some Mojo sauce on there. I got some dill. I got some herb garlic season, a little salt and pepper. So, I'm going to ask a question to you guys. Why are people so hateful? Seriously. Why is it people always want to get the got you moment? Call you a fraud, say you're a liar, say you're not real. I don't understand that. Because it's been since before. Thank you, Patrick. Appreciated this. I know. And see, here's the thing, Patrick. That's exactly what I was going to talk about. I haven't been doing keto. I mean, I've been kind of doing keto, but I haven't really done completely keto. I've kind of taken a little bit of a break because of the start of the football season. Once we ended up doing that road trip to Dallas, it just kind of fucked everything up. And I have been so busy trying to get back on track. So, believe it or not, I haven't exactly been doing it. But I get this guy who is like, I finally put it in a spam folder. He is emailing me like crazy. You're a liar. You're not doing keto. I said, dude, when was the last time you saw me do a keto video? I said, I'm taking a little break from it. Now, I got a picture from, oh my God. I was like really, really swollen. Now, I put back on about 5 pounds since I've kind of been half-ass ketoing. Oh, there's Philly 500. Hey, Philly, let me show you something. Philly, I was talking about you today, man. See, I feel for you, man. There's a difference from being an Eagle fan to being a Dallas Cowboy one. I noticed when you won, you went out into your garage. You had the drywall that's been up for a long time that is kind of yellowed. And I see the drywall, it's not even paint, it's not even finished drywall. So I'm assuming you were standing like on some concrete, right? You probably had the, the incandescent light bulb that's in the top there, right? No windows, no Eagle paraphernalia. And you're out there smoking that cigar, and you're in heaven. I ain't mad at you if that works for you. But see, for me, for us Cowboy fans, much like our culinary arts, where you guys think a cheese whiz steak on a rubbery sub roll with no vegetables is good eating. See, us Dallas Cowboy fans, we actually step it up a little bit. Okay, see, look, Philly. I want you to see this, Philly. You see this? Philly. We're going to take this pork shoulder, this gnarly piece of meat, okay? And we're going to turn it into some golden, delicious pulled pork. And see, Karen, thank you very much. Oh, you got your 3 art. Send me a picture of it. Send me a picture. Thank you for supporting. Because anybody that's buying shirts right now, the money is going to. Here's what I want to do. When Philly starts crying because the Cowboys have kicked that ass, I want it in 4K. I want to have the curved screen so that way when you see him, you see the real tears running down that face. So any shirts that people are buying right now is going to help buy some new equipment to go into the shop. But anyway, Philly, back to your man cave. I'm glad that you enjoyed being out there by yourself in the garage, okay, the unfinished garage, smoking your cigar. But see, what I do, I've got like my outdoor man cave out there. We got the fire pit because here on the East Coast in the fall, it gets kind of cool at night. So you might want to put like, a little blanket on and you have that nice fire, that ambiance, right? Oh, but wait. When the Cowboys have that big victory, you want to see the post-game interview. So we got that 65-inch TV that's out there too, And we even have the refrigerator right there so we can have some tasty beverages or mixers if you want to go ahead and have the hard stuff. So we can sit down because we have seating. We have seating with cushions. See, that's the way Cowboy fans roll. So when we have our victory, I can sit outside, Mother Nature, I can hear the crickets, I can watch the television, I can have the warmth of the fire, and I can smoke that big old cigar, Philly. See, you need to step up your game, buddy. Not trying to throw shade on you, man, but your game's a little weak. Just saying. I'll be right back. Hold up. We them boys. I'm back. Only thing is Philly's on the West Coast. So let me flip the chicken over. We balling in Dallas, baby. Well, did you see how many Cowboy fans are in New Orleans? They're talking about it may be like 50-50. They're talking about it might be like 50-50, like Cowboy fans versus and New Orleans fans. I mean, that would be amazing in New Orleans. We gonna need that if at all possible. Uh, Getting some water. It's hot out here. Get ready to get these pork shoulders in here. Just gonna put a little bit more rub on them. Put a little extra rub on it. You want a little bit saucy. Now, again, I got a lot of people that don't like my way of doing things because, one, I use propane. Two, I actually put a little mustard on before I put the rub on it. It helps make it stick a little bit more and helps it melt a little bit more. Now somebody said, use gloves. It's like, dude, I do when I mess with the pork. You know how many pairs of gloves I went through at the tailgate? Oh my God. It was crazy how many I used. Whew. It's so hot out here. Breaking the Saints will be a breeze. Oh, beating the Saints will be a breeze. Oh man. Wow, that's just wrong. Am I gonna? Oh no, I can't do that. Well, I do a little bit from time to time, but not like Philly. Look at, you see this? That smoke. Oh yeah. Yeah. Woo! There's so much smoke. It brings tears to my eyes. Woo! And we're gonna put our thermometer. Smart zone. Woo-wee! Setting it for 190. Man. are set. That's it on that one. Woo! So, now all we have to do is wait about 16 hours, and it'll be ready to go. In the meantime, I got to cook my chicken for my pasta. Mark Holmes, wait a minute. See the super cat. Okay. Well, see, I'm on my cell phone, so it's hard to see super chat. Cowboy 43. Thank you very much for that super chat. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. What's the score? You know what? I think. Here, let me check my notes. Here's the thing that I think. Let me wash my hands real quick here. Here's what I think. I think our Cowboys try not to hear all the crap that's taught, okay? You know, you can't help but hear it. You know, you got friends and family and things like that. Yeah, I always am. I got something wrong with me. I'm crazy. Mark, no, actually, no alcohol. This is just me. I know it's crazy. I actually don't take drugs. The only thing I do take is I've got 800 milligrams of ibuprofen that I have to take when my knee really, really bugs me, but I try not to take any of that because I just don't like it. But that is what it is. Oh, we're smoking some hogs. We got 2 pork shoulders. We got about 25 pounds of meat cooking right now. And I'm making some chicken pasta for the ladies that are coming over. So I've got to cook my chicken over here for that. And I'll be up half of the night. Now here's my thoughts. Wait. The things are going here so quick. Yeah, well, okay, understand. Hold on. Let's wrap for a minute here. Let me get over here for a second because I got some other work I got to do. Okay? Let's wrap for a second here. There's only 8 teams beginning of week 4 that are undefeated. 8 teams, that's it. Going into this week right now, because Green Bay was one of them, they're no longer one. That means over 3/4 of the teams have already lost the game. We're going to lose some games. We're going to lose some games. We are not going 16-0. It might be New Orleans. Hell, it might be the Lions. You don't know. We're going to lose some games. We're not going 16-0. It's not going to happen. And you got to understand that sometimes it's just not your night. Sometimes you could have a couple of plays. Because think about this. Had New Orleans probably not gotten the pickup fumble for a touchdown and the kick return for a touchdown, they probably wouldn't have won. Because they really, in all retrospect, shouldn't have won in Seattle. People don't win in Seattle. In the same sense, thinking about the Lions going on the road, the Lions are not a road team. They shouldn't have won probably in Philadelphia. You see my point being here? Sometimes things just happen and you lose games. Now, if the Cowboys go down there, they compete, and they end up losing, in a great effort, I don't have a problem with that. It's how you lose. If you are just, making boneheaded mistakes or you've just got bad play calling. See, I would be sick right now as a Green Bay Packer fan if I was a Green Bay Packer fan because of the way they lost. Getting down there, first and goal twice and not scoring. It would kill me. That would be like, what the hell happened? To have my quarterback throw for over 420 yards and lose would kill me when the opposition only threw 160. Because the 2 plays that killed them, Green Bay really outplayed them for the most part. But the kick return, getting the ball on 35, gave them momentum. and the strip fumble, giving him the ball on the 18-yard line. Those two plays killed Green Bay. Other than that, they should, and not being able to score in there. The Eagles shouldn't have won that game. And that happens sometimes. And that's going to happen to our Cowboys some of these times. And you got to understand, you can't go ahead and say, oh, that's it, I'm done, I'm over with. You know, all these people, it was amazing to me, all these people last year when we were 3-5, I'm done. I can't, this team is a disgrace. I can't support them anymore. I'll see you next year. And I'm like, wait a minute. I said, hold up. It ain't over yet. Teams that have been left for dead can come back around and win. Teams that looked great can get ice cold. It's football. And I would rather watch my Cowboys in losing efforts than not have football at all. So I'll be there every single week watching every one of these games, because tomorrow it's number 4. There's only 12 left. Well, think about, okay, here's the thing with the Saints defense. Yardage-wise, they've given up a lot of yardage and things like that. They've given up some points. But they've also played the Texans, they played Seattle, and they played the Rams. 3 playoff teams. There's a big difference there when you're playing playoff teams, okay? It's not like we're playing the Redskins like us. Although the Giants, I'm actually surprised, in total offense, the Giants are 7. Can you believe that shit? The Giants are 7. I was like, whoa. That's crazy. But yeah, see, the Saints defense is more bend, don't break. Now, Clarence, if you're watching, Clarence is one of my buddies. He's part of the Cowboys conglomerate and all that. Clarence called me up earlier this week and said, yo, man, can you do some bang bang shrimp for me? I said, man, I'll try. I said, I got to go Restaurant Depot and pick up the shrimp and everything else, and I got to get the deep fryer cleaned out and ready to go. I said, I'm still working on getting the stuff from the other tailgate together. And I said, Mama's on the warpath to get the house together, so I'll do what I can. So I checked with him and said, hey, you coming over tomorrow? He's like, man, I'm still waiting for the bang bang shrimp. And it's like, dude, sorry, dude. I ain't even gotten the fryer together right now. So, and I'm trying to get this thing together. I said, so, I'll hook you up tomorrow, getting that stuff squared away. So I've got to make sure we're ready for tomorrow, because I got to cook some wings tomorrow, man, because we're going to be ready for tomorrow. Make sure I get this close. I got to tell you, man, I got some things that I really and truly love out here. 2 years ago, I got this deep fryer, and we ended up doing the tailgate at FedEx Field. And no, I'm sorry. The first place we took it was actually to the draft in 2018, and we cooked 120 pounds of chicken wings that weekend. And since then, we've done FedEx Field twice, and I've just done, of course, all last season and stuff. This thing is the bomb, because I can cook about 7 pounds of wings in this thing at a time. It takes 4 gallons of oil in here, but for having this for 2 years, look at that. Look at how clean. Look at how clean that is. This thing is probably fired up about 500 pounds of chicken wings. I ain't lying. That takes care of my shit. So, getting ready for tomorrow. So, Clarence, I'll hook you up tomorrow on some bang bang shrimp, okay? So, understand, y'all, we're not winning every game. And playing in New Orleans is going to be tough. But I'm glad to hear 4 gallons of oil. 4 freaking gallons. But I'm glad to hear we got a lot of Cowboy fans there. They did a parade down Bourbon Street. Although, you got to be careful down there. They'll throw some bad mojo on you in a minute. So can you imagine tomorrow? We've got Cowboy fans and we got New Orleans fans. They're going to be drinking all day. They're going to be drinking all day. You don't think there's not going to be some fights out there tomorrow? Woo! They're getting lit up tonight? Yeah. Actually, I'm glad I'm going to be here at the man cave where it's safe. What do people think? Oh, I'm way behind. I am way behind. Oh, my goodness. Edwin, thank you very much for that super chat. I know you've been talking to my man, Joseph Heatherly, and your gift certificates should be on the way, so congratulations. We throw the mojo and some beats. Well, last time Jobu was there for a game, we didn't do too good, so that's a tough place. That's a tough place to play. I hope this thing is... Am I low on gas? Hold up. Hope I'm not low on gas. Hold up, let me check this thing, because I got to make sure I got plenty of gas in them chicken wings. Hold up. Okay, we're good. Woo! All right. So you got to hit your thing. Whenever you're going to do something, be it a tailgate, be it a football game plan, be it whatever, you got a plan for what you're going to do. And then you got to execute. And then you got to follow through. You got to double check to make sure that you got everything. All right, chicken's done, so I can go let that cool. Chop that up for the chicken pasta. I can be done with that tonight. I got the coleslaw soaking in salt water, so that way it stays crispy. And I got the sugar seasoning that goes over top of that. That's made. I got the pork shoulders going. What am I forgetting? I got the chicken wings thawing out. Oh, I need to take the hamburgers out. That's what I got to do. That's what I got to do. Got to make sure I have that. Carson Wentz never came back. Mark Hughes. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance. Amen to that. Philly 500, man. I know you're feeling good right now because Philly, I gotta be honest with you, man. The way you acted was like you won the Super Bowl. You act like, you know, you were the Cleveland Browns. You finally got that first victory after what, like 2 years. Does your wife have a woman cave? Yeah, the whole house. Actually, I tell you what. My wife has a whole wing. Okay? Upstairs we had 4 bedrooms. Okay, we have our bedroom that I get lucky enough to sleep in. We took what used to be Michael's room growing up, and that became her closet. So I did built-in book cabinets and stuff in there. Then Michaela's bedroom became her office, so we ended up doing bookcases and shelving and stuff in there and stuff. And then the other bedroom became a guest room. So that's kind of like the whole Tracy wing cave, if you want to say. She said, he is cool, just. Philly 500 is a good man. Hey, Joseph, see, he knows exactly. Well, wait a minute. It's a 4-bedroom. You actually get one? I just kind of get to share one. It's kind of like closet space. I get about this much. Roger Staubach. TKG, Roger Staubach. Does 3 4-down stops and only giving up yards, points, garbage time. Well, because here's again, I don't think they're garbage. You ain't heard me say that they're garbage. No, you did not hear me say that at all. Never did you hear me say that. Get a little boost going. Okay. I can take a break for a minute before I go in here and do some more work. In fact, I'm going to take you guys, I'm going to adjust you. We're going to come over here and sit down, and we're going to talk. We're going to talk football, brothers. See, I get, in case you haven't noticed, just got a little bit of, this is what you get when you get ladies. It's solar powered lights on the umbrella here. So we have a few extra lights and stuff here. Me, I am like a kid at Christmas the night before game. I get so excited and so amped up that I have to do something because I just can't wait for it to get here. So part of my thing is if I stay busy getting ready, get the man cave together, cooking and all that, it makes the time go by faster. And it keeps me from thinking too much about it. But I said to you guys, it's so funny. It's almost comical. Because I'll say things and people will laugh at me and say, "You're a freaking idiot," or "How dare you?" You guys remember about 2 weeks ago, I said our new triplets have the opportunity to be as good or maybe even better than our past triplets. And people went crazy. They just, "How dare you? It's sacrilegious." They're spitting out their coffee and everything else. And I said, no, listen to me. I'm like, think about where we were 3 years in with Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin. They had just finally made the playoffs for the first time. The next year was the Super Bowl year, and of course, you saw what those guys did together. But when you see what we have been able to accomplish with Amari Cooper in this short time, if he could stay healthy, if Zeke can stay healthy and all that they have the opportunity to be as good or maybe even better. And it was funny because Bucky Brooks on ESPN did an article about that, saying the exact same thing that I said, because he went through and compared the numbers directly during the window of when they were winning Super Bowls. And to a man, everybody's numbers are as good or better than Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, and Troy Aikman. And be honest with you, Troy Aikman, his first 3 years were not good football. It was his fourth year that was his best. That's where he had 23 or 24 touchdowns. The only time that he went over 20 touchdowns. But he had a great team around him. All these people keep talking about, Dak can't do without having people. And I got to tell you, we got Philly 500 in here. Philly, if you honestly think that Carson Wentz can do it by himself, then you're stupid. Nobody can do this by themselves. When they were playing, when he was MVP candidate, look at the rushing attack that they have. Third in the NFL. Look at how the offensive line were blocking the crap out of people. Look at the wide receivers he had. Now, having all those things, you still have to have the arm to get it there, because in the NFL, everybody is good. I'm not trying to throw shade on Carson Wentz, but when he was at that MVP level, it's because he had people around him. And that's the truth with everybody. Troy Aikman had how many Hall of Famers there? A tackle, a wide receiver, and a running back. Hall of Famers around him, and a number one defense. That helps. If you put Troy Aikman on, let's say, Cincinnati, would Troy Aikman have those 3 rings? Probably not. I mean, Joe Montana had Jerry Rice. He had Roger Craig. He had Dwight Clark. He had Charles Haley there. So everybody needs some people around. There is not a single quarterback out there that can win games without 10 other guys on the field. Doesn't happen. Now, we got players. And we have a quarterback who can work within the system and work with the offensive coordinator. And we'll see how that goes when we start playing better competition, because now all this stuff starts to get real. Oh, no. I'm Philly. Don't get don't get all your feelings, Philly. Don't get in all your feelings. I know you're feeling good right now, okay? But when you listen to the shows, and see, here's the thing. A lot of people get all their information. There's a lot of people who don't know that much necessarily about football. So they get a lot of their information from watching television. And when you see people say, I'll take, Teddy Bridgewater, well, Dak Prescott, he needs all those guys around him. He can't put the whole team on his back. Nobody can put the whole team on their back. Nobody can. Quarterback can't catch the ball. He can throw the perfect pass. But you still have to have somebody who can take that bullet and catch it. You can have an offensive line, but if you don't have a running back who's fast enough to get to the holes, it don't matter. You got to have all these pieces together. And the reality is, I equate winning a Super Bowl to winning the lottery while getting struck by lightning twice. It's that difficult. You know what? So, Philly, I'm going to ask you, Philly, do you consider that game that you played on Thursday night a career-defining victory for Carson Wentz? I'm curious on that one. I look at it as more of a letdown of Aaron Rodgers and the play calling myself, personally, because Carson Wentz didn't have to go down a last-second drive and win. But I'm curious how you feel about that. Wentz will make it a whole season. I don't know. I tell you what, he earned a little, just a tad bit of respect for me, because twice he almost had his head ripped off. And so only the Rams game is the only one that you'll say. Okay, that's cool. I will say beating the Eagles last year was one of those game ones to me. Having 400 some odd yards, and having, all the touchdown passes that he had. To me, that's one of those ones you say, wow. I would also go ahead and say coming from behind and beating Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh his rookie year as one of those game-defining ones. I will say beating Seattle with that run that he made on there is another one of those. I would say there's a couple of them that I could say, that ones you could say that are, yeah, those are major victories. But I'm a homer. I'll admit it. Who's playing hurt now? He was fabulous dinking and dunking, you mean? See, here's the double standard, Philly. Here's the double standard. If Dak Prescott was throwing for 6.4 yards per pass and threw for 160 yards, all we would have heard was dinking and dunking, skip, skip, skip. Dak just dinking and dunking on down the field, can't challenge the ball down the field. Okay. Yeah, just dinking and dunking. Double standard. Vegas has us as 3 points favored, which scares me. We got a lot of people that, here's the thing with our Cowboys. It seems like when we're the favorites, when we're expected to do a whole lot is when we let ourselves down. Or at least the past Cowboys used to. Now, hopefully, this group is different. Forget Mr. Ed. Skip, skip, skip. Dink and dunk wins. Who cares what Skip and Shannon think? Well, a lot of people do. A lot of people watch it and believe that stuff. That's all I'm saying. If Carson Wentz could throw 150 yards every week, and I get it, but Thursday's game was a short field many times. It's funny because, Dak doesn't get... that's the difference. Carson Wentz gets the benefit of the doubt. Carson Wentz is like, oh, well, everybody's hurt. He doesn't have anybody around him. He can't expect to do it. Dak Prescott, oh, well, he needs people around him. He can't do it. Honestly, Philly, honestly, I'm going to ask you, take your green-colored glasses off, okay? And honestly, do you not see a difference on the way Carson Wentz is viewed versus Dak Prescott? Honestly. No hate back and forth. Do you honestly, you tell me you honestly do not see that there's a difference there? I don't have time to, Philly, I ain't got, look, I'm old. I ain't got time to go back, man. I don't only live every moment that I got. And you see, look, this is the first time I've sat down all day. All day, seriously. And it's only because I'm like, letting the chicken cool so I can go cut it up to put it in the chicken pasta. So just answer the question, okay? There are, unfortunately, in society, people are viewed differently because of other reasons. Because Philly, I could go do something right now and I would be looked differently than if you did the exact same thing. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? I'm waiting for your answer, Philly. Eagles have no Sanders. Oh my God. Philly, slap yourself. Slap yourself again and again. Oh my God. Carson Wentz is always given the benefit of the doubt. Oh my God. Philly. Oh my God. He's held to... You are crazy, Philly. Wow. I don't know how you see that, because Dak and him can have the same identical record, can have the same numbers, and they'll say Carson Wentz is so much better. Because here's the thing. Here's what bothers me. Because even now that right now that Dak Prescott's doing good, it's almost like everybody's handicapping the reasons why he's doing good. Oh, he's got a great offensive coordinator, okay? And, he's spending extra time with him. It's kind of like you're saying, well, he's a retard, or excuse me, he's learning disabled, so we have to spend extra time with him to make him succeed. We always hear all of these things that you don't hear about with the other quarterbacks and things. There's always the code words like he's really athletic, as opposed to being intelligent. You don't honestly see any of that, Philly? No pressure on a fourth rounder? Oh my God. You would think that there wouldn't be any, but if you go ahead and start, people will throw that at him and say, well, he's only a fourth rounder. What do you expect? And it's kind of like, yeah, well, Tony Romo was undrafted, but you say Tony Romo is head and shoulders above Dak Prescott. There's people now that would say, I'll take Tony Romo over Dak Prescott right now. What's going on, Joseph? Who's getting ready to get banned for life, no matter what name they're using? So what? Somebody starting some shit in here? 3 years to sit on the bench and learn. Who had 3 years to sit on the bench and learn? Um, yeah, maybe Philly, you don't follow as closely as I do, but when you hear like John Vilma going through and saying, well, Dak Prescott, he's garbage. Without Zeke Elliott, he can't do this, that, and the other. And what we always hear with Carson Wentz is, well, he's an MVP candidate. He was on MVP pace. They don't throw. The only thing they throw at Carson Wentz is, can he stay healthy? That's the only thing they usually knock him with. With Peyton and okay. Well, I guess we'll see. We'll see if Carson Wentz gets any victories over Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys this year or not. We are Cowboys family here. Race does not matter. Amen on that. Bad question, Victor. Victor, are you getting ready to get banned again? You just can't stay out of trouble, can you? I see everybody's backing Joseph. Well, somebody had sent me, they said they were trying to find the clip. I didn't see it because I can't say that I honestly watch all the Eagles games. But Carson Wentz threw a pass to somebody, and evidently either they dropped the pass or they ran the wrong route. Something happened on there. But Carson Wentz, basically berated him and was like, went off on him. And you could tell by the body language that it wasn't really kind of cool. And that's where you kind of wonder when you hear things about Carson Wentz is a bit of a diva and that some of the people are still kind of Nick Foles people. That's something that Dak doesn't do. I tell you what, I think for a man that everybody on that team, on that roster, would basically, give up their right leg for Dak Prescott. I just feel that. I can be completely wrong, but I feel that more so than with Carson Wentz. I wish I were in the locker room, could tell you for sure exactly how that was, but I believe it. In Atlanta. Work's been good. I'm about to start. Oh, if you guys remember when I did the kitchen in Maryland where we gutted it out and started over, we're getting ready to gut out their bathroom, and it's going to be hell because it's like the old plaster. I mean, not plaster. Yeah, well, old plaster, but also where they literally cemented on lath the tile like 50 years ago, 60 years ago, and it's like, get some dynamite. So we got to gut all that stuff out, and they're getting a walk-in tub put in. So we're ready to start doing that. I've got some cabinets that are out in the shop that I'm working on that are cherry. I got another cabinet for E2 Blue that I'm working on. And I just got so much to do, it's just not even funny. But I'm going to go ahead and get ready to end this stream. Apparently Victor's acting up and messing it for everybody. And I'm going to go through and get some other stuff done that I need to get done. I'm actually going to go. I smell a little smoky right now from the smoke from the smoker. I'm going to go take a shower, and I don't really want to live stream while I'm showering because it's not one of those kind of channels. So, boy, I'm way behind. Yeah, half of the Eagles locker room definitely wanted Nick Foles. And I got to tell you what, if things go south, I think a lot of them will kind of really go into it. Um, so, anyway, I'll be back later on. I'll probably do a fireside chat later on and stuff. Like I said, I got to take a shower. I'm kind of sweaty and stinky and stuff, and I got some other things I need to do. And I need to check the wires and make sure everything's good to go for us tomorrow. But actually, here's the thing I'm kind of happy about more than anything else is it seems like, and maybe I'm wrong, but doesn't it seem like things are kind of quiet in Dallas for the most part? That we don't have drama like we usually have? You know? I mean, I know we had, of course, Zeke Elliott holding out and things, but everything seems to be kind of on an even keel. Seems like all the craziness and stuff out there is elsewhere, you know? And I kind of like that. I really like that. All right, guys, we're going to have fun tomorrow. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, whew, I'm tired. I'll see you guys later.